Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy, your name, here to help you navigate the awesome but sometimes confusing world of dating. We've all been there, right? Wondering if she's actually into you? Let's decode those signals and find out how to take the next step. Because, let's be honest, sometimes it feels like women are speaking a different language, right? Don't worry, I got you. We're gonna break it all down nice and easy. So grab your detective hats and your best dating shoes, because we're about to dive into the top 5 signs she's totally digging you. Alright guys, first up, let's talk body language. It's one of those things that can make or break your chances when it comes to attraction. You might not even realize it, but your body is constantly sending out signals. And if you can learn to read them, you'll have a huge advantage. It's like that secret language everyone understands, but nobody talks about. Think of it as a silent conversation happening beneath the surface. Every gesture, every movement, every little shift in posture can tell you something about what a person is feeling. You see someone across the room, and bam, you just know. There's an instant connection, a spark that you can't quite explain. But what is it that makes you feel that way? But how can you tell if she's feeling it too? It's not always easy to decipher, but there are some telltale signs you can look out for. Well, one of the biggest giveaways is open body language. If she's facing you with her body, arms uncrossed, and her posture is relaxed, that's a good sign she's comfortable and interested. Is she leaning in when you talk, like you're telling her the most fascinating story ever? Leaning in shows engagement and interest. It means she's drawn to you and wants to hear more. Is she making eye contact? Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of nonverbal communication. It can convey confidence, interest, and even attraction. And I don't mean a quick glance. I'm talking about that I could get lost in your eyes kind of eye contact. When someone holds your gaze, it creates a connection that's hard to ignore. That's a good sign, my friends. Trust me. If she's holding your gaze, she's definitely interested. Now, I'm no expert in body language, but I did once mistake a girl adjusting her backpack for flirting. It was a classic case of misreading the signals. Turns out, her backpack was just really heavy. So, it's important to consider the context and not jump to conclusions. We've all been there, right? Misreading signals is part of the learning process. The key is to learn from those experiences and get better at reading the signs. But seriously, pay attention to those subtle cues. They can tell you a lot about what someone is feeling. It's like being a detective, piecing together the clues to solve the mystery of attraction. Is she mirroring your movements? Mirroring is a subconscious way of showing rapport and connection. If she's copying your gestures, it means she's in sync with you. If you take a sip of your drink and she does the same, that's a subconscious sign she's in sync with you. It's like your bodies are having a conversation without even saying a word. It's like your bodies are having a conversation without even saying a word. When you start to notice these signs, you'll realize that attraction is about so much more than just words. It's about the unspoken connection that happens between two people. So next time you're out and about, pay attention to the body language around you. You might just discover the secret code of attraction. Next up, let's talk about initiation. Guys, if she's constantly texting you first, or suggesting you hang out, that's a huge green flag. It means she's thinking about you and wants to spend time with you. What's better than that? I remember one time, I was really into this girl, but she never seemed to initiate anything. I was always the one texting first, asking her out. It was like playing a one-man game of ping pong. Turns out she was just really busy, but it taught me the importance of two-way communication. So how do you keep that conversation flowing? Ask her open-ended questions. Instead of just saying, "Did you have a good day?" Ask her, "What was the best part of your day?" See the difference? It gives her a chance to open up and you get to know her better. It's a win-win. All right, fellas, let's talk about teasing. Now, I'm not talking about being mean or making fun of her. I'm talking about that playful back-and-forth banter that creates a fun, flirty vibe. It's like a verbal dance, you know? A dance where words are your steps and laughter is the rhythm. You throw a little tease out there, she throws one back, and before you know it, you're laughing and having a great time. It's a way to show that you're interested without being too serious. I remember this one time, I was teasing this girl about her love for a certain boy band. It was all in good fun, and it opened up a whole new level of connection between us. You know, the one with all the hair gel? Yeah, that one. It was hilarious because she was so passionate about it, and I couldn't help but laugh. Anyway, she fired back with a joke about my dance moves, and we ended up laughing for like an hour straight. It was one of those moments where time just flies because you're having so much fun. It was at that moment I knew this girl gets me. She understood my sense of humor and wasn't afraid to join in on the fun. So, don't be afraid to inject a little humor into your conversations. It's a great way to break the ice and make a memorable impression. It shows you're confident, playful, and not afraid to be yourself. Confidence is attractive, and when you can laugh at yourself, it shows you're comfortable in your own skin. And trust me, a little bit of laughter goes a long way. It can turn a simple conversation into a memorable experience. So go ahead, tease a little, laugh a lot, and enjoy the art of playful flirting. Remember, the goal is to have fun and make a connection. When you're both laughing and enjoying each other's company, that's when the magic happens. So next time you're talking to someone you're interested in, don't be afraid to be a little playful. It might just be the spark that ignites something special. After all, life's too short to be serious all the time. Embrace the fun. Embrace the laughter. And who knows? You might just find yourself in a wonderful, playful relationship. So go out there, be yourself, and let the art of playful flirting bring a little more joy into your life. And remember, the best relationships often start with a shared laugh. So keep it light, keep it fun, and happy flirting. Now, let's talk about actions. Guys, if she's constantly making time for you, even when she's busy, that speaks volumes. It means she values your company and is willing to rearrange her schedule to see you, and that's huge. I remember this one time I was working crazy hours on a project, and this girl I was seeing offered to bring me dinner and keep me company. It meant the world to me that she was willing to go out of her way like that. So next time you're planning a date, think about doing something special for her. Maybe it's surprising her with tickets to her favorite concert or planning a romantic picnic in the park. It doesn't have to be extravagant, just something thoughtful that shows you care. Alright guys, we've arrived at the final sign talking about the future. Now, I'm not talking about planning your wedding after the first date. But if she's casually mentioning future events you could go to together or places you could visit, that's a big deal. It's not just about the events themselves, but the fact that she's envisioning you in her life long term. This is a clear indication that she sees potential in your relationship, and that's a good thing. It's a sign that she's comfortable enough to think ahead and include you in her plans. I remember this one time, I was talking to this girl, and she casually mentioned a concert that was happening months from then. She was like, "We should totally go to that." And I was like, We? It was a small thing, but it made my heart skip a beat. It wasn't just about the concert, it was about the idea of us being together in the future. It was a small thing, but it made my heart skip a beat. So, if you're picking up on these future-oriented vibes, don't be afraid to reciprocate. Mention something you'd like to do together down the line and see how she responds. You never know, it could be the start of something amazing. When she talks about future plans, it's not just about the events or activities. It's about the underlying message that she wants you to be a part of her life. It shows that she's thinking about you in the long run, and that's a huge deal. It means she's invested in the relationship and sees a future with you. So pay attention to these signs and don't hesitate to share your own future plans. It's a great way to build a deeper connection and strengthen your relationship. Remember, relationships are built on mutual understanding and shared goals. When you both start talking about the future, it's a sign that you're on the same page. So, embrace these moments and enjoy the journey together. Who knows, it might just be the beginning of something truly special. Keep an eye out for these signs, and you'll know when she's in it to win it. So there you have it, guys. The top 5 signs she's totally into you. Remember, every girl is different, so trust your gut and pay attention to how she makes you feel. The most important thing is to be yourself, have fun, and enjoy the ride. What signs have you noticed that showed she was into you? Share your experiences in the comments and let's chat about it. Until next time, keep it real, keep it fun, and keep on crushing it.